Once upon a time, in a land where the sun kissed the horizon and the stars twinkled like diamonds, there was a small town called Carville. Carville was no ordinary town. It was filled with colourful cars that could talk, laugh, and even sing. Each car had its own personality, from the speedy little red race car named Ruby to the wise old blue sedan named Benny. They all lived happily together, racing through the streets and playing games in the warm sunshine. One day, as the cars were gathered in the town square, Benny the sedan noticed something unusual. The ground beneath them began to tremble, and the sky turned a fiery orange. "Oh dear," Benny said, his voice steady, yet concerned. "It seems we have a problem. I believe the volcano on Mount Blazewheel is about to erupt." The cars gasped in unison. Mount Blazewheel was a towering mountain that loomed over Carville, and it had been quiet for many years. Ruby, ever the brave one, revved her engine and said, "We have to warn everyone. If the lava flows down the mountain, it could reach our town." Without wasting a moment, the cars sprang into action. They zoomed through the streets, honking their horns and calling out to their friends. "Quick! To safety! The volcano is erupting," they shouted. As the cars raced to spread the word, the ground shook even more violently. Suddenly, a loud roar echoed through the air, and a stream of bright orange lava burst forth from the top of Mount Blazewheel. It flowed down the mountainside like a river of fire, and the cars knew they had to act fast. They gathered at the edge of town, where the road met the foot of the mountain, and devised a plan. Benny, with his years of wisdom, suggested, "We need to create a barrier to protect our town from the lava. If we all work together, we can build a wall of rocks and dirt to redirect the flow." The cars nodded in agreement, their engines humming with determination. They quickly formed a line and began to collect rocks from the nearby riverbed. Ruby zipped back and forth, gathering the smallest stones, while Benny directed the others on where to place them. As they worked, the lava continued to creep closer, glowing fiercely in the twilight. The cars were getting tired, but they knew they couldn't give up. "We can do this," Ruby shouted, her spirit contagious. "We just have to believe in each other." Inspired by her words, the cars pushed on, their tires spinning and engines roaring with renewed energy. Finally, after what felt like hours of hard work, the wall was complete. The cars stood back, their hearts racing, as they watched the lava approach. Would their wall hold? With a crash and a splash, the lava hit the barrier and began to flow around it, slowly but surely. The cars cheered. Their teamwork had paid off. As the sun began to set, painting the sky in shades of purple and pink, the lava slowly cooled and hardened, creating a new landscape around Carville. The town was safe, and the cars celebrated their victory with a grand parade. They honked their horns and sang songs of bravery and friendship, grateful for the bonds they had forged in their time of need. That night, as the stars twinkled above, the cars snuggled into their garages, feeling proud and happy. They knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, they could always count on one another. And so, Carville continued to thrive. A town filled with laughter, courage, and the magical spirit of teamwork, where every car was a hero in its own right. And with that, they drifted off to sleep, dreaming of new adventures to come.